This man was driving on the highway. Suddenly, a fire broke out in the back seat. The driver panicked and frantically turned the steering wheel, causing the car to lose control instantly and crash into a large rock by the roadside. The airbag popped out quickly and protected Han Jun's head. Han Jun, who was in a daze, pushed open the car door and stumbled towards the roadside, completely ignoring his unconscious brother in the driver's seat. However, just a few minutes after he left, the car exploded. A few minutes later, the firefighters rushed to the scene quickly. Although they put out the fire on the car, the person in the driver's seat had been burned to ashes. Since Han Pei in the driver's seat was related to a homicide case, Captain Shun, the criminal policeman, also arrived at the scene. Because Han Pei and Han Jun were twins, the police could only take back the fragments of the body for inspection first, and at the same time asked the technical department to identify the cause of the explosion. From then on, the strange things had just begun. Su Tongsheng, the fire investigator, not only found a large number of wine bottle fragments in the back seat of the car, but also found a windproof lighter in the open state under the floor mat. Su Tongsheng returned to the technical department and immediately uploaded all the materials of the scene, and used the computer to simulate the situation when the fire broke out. Strangely, the two people in the car were clearly sitting in the front row. How could the fire start from the back seat? Su Tongsheng had to go to the forensic department first to confirm the identity of the deceased. But what made him even more puzzled was that the forensic doctor couldn't give a definite answer either, and the fingerprints on the lighter didn't belong to the two brothers. This meant that there was a third person in the car at that time. But Captain Shun checked all the high-speed surveillance cameras, yet there was no sign of the appearance of a third person, which made the case reach an impasse for a while. Su Tongsheng returned to the police station and carefully checked the fragments collected from the scene again. Finally, he focused his attention on the glass fragments in the back seat. Several people quickly began to restore these glass fragments, and found that there were letters on the glass. His colleague also pointed out that it was the name of a bar. Su Tongsheng immediately rushed to that bar, and found the same wine as the wine bottle at the scene. Unexpectedly, Captain Shun also came here, through the fingerprints on the lighter. Captain Shun analyzed that Chun Shui, the beautiful bartender, was in the car when the case happened. Chun Shui, who was taken back to the police station, didn't seem surprised. She not only admitted that she set the fire in the car, but also kept asking whether Han Pei was dead or not. It turned out that the reason why she took revenge on Han Pei was that Han Pei had raped her in a private room of the bar. On the day of the incident, Chen Shui stopped Han Pei's car at the highway intersection. After getting in the car, she asked Han Pei to compensate her. After being refused by Han Pei, in her anger, she set fire to the car. This is the whole story of the case.